like y'all think. Sorry I'm a little late this morning. I apparently needed to sleep in. My body's been going through some stuff and yeah, it's needing rest. So there you go. But today I want to talk to you guys about breaking this illusion. And then even religion was teaching us all of this stuff. And I'm just going to point it out so we can get it all through our heads because this is the light shining into the darkness for y'all. Let's talk about Jesus, assimilation, and the light beyond. And what if I told you that Jesus himself came to show us this truth? That his real message was not just about the salvation in the way religion framed it or taught us in North America, but about awakening from the illusion itself. What if I told you that this truth was even written down but hidden, that the church was so afraid of it they banned it from even being taught? The forbidden gospel, Jesus and that's actual assimilation. You see, recently they've found so many ancient texts and things that have come up and they've recognized that we have maybe been missing the boat sometimes. Even when you translate from Greek into the English, it talks about how the universe, how God, creation, how we are in the creation and the creation is within us. The ancient texts have long been buried. One of the Gnostic Gospels, there was even a writing called the Sophia of Christ. And in this book, it contained teachings that the early church did not want us to know. Trust me. When you have something that has been used to control the masses with fear, with the one thing that God has always taught us was not for us to gaze into. Why? Because in this book, it even explained, and it even explains in John 10:34. In the book we read right now, when we pass it, I tell you the truth, it isn't written in your laws, but you are all God's. You know that this world was an illusion. Thy kingdom of God is within you. That humanity is trapped in a false reality. That we are meant to wake up to the true light. Why does their light shine into the darkness if there is no darkness for it to shine into? You are in what we call hell. So what the church was scaring you to believe, to accept the salvation, to look on the outside, the external, to not have you go into the internal, to also have you go to the external people to make sure that your life is guidelining with them and falling in suit with what they agree should be. But Jesus told his disciples that the physical world is not real. That we are not just here against flesh and blood. That it is the prison created by false rulers, a deception built to trap human souls. That he revealed that the real world is beyond this one. That we are made of pure light, pure love, and that our true selves exist beyond this material world and existence. But see, the church built on the power and control, we could never allow this teaching to spread. Well, look at our pastors today. Look at their wallets, look at their planes, and look at their boats, and look at their cars and their houses and everything else. Of course they don't want that to be taught. And why? If people knew that we were trapped in a lie, an assimilation, a holographic prison system, in the hell that the church was telling us we were going to, well, they would stop obeying the system now, wouldn't they? They would stop being slaves to the system now, wouldn't they? So they declared these texts to be heresy, to not be taught. Even look at today where people are trying to teach the truth that God is in you and you are in God. But now modern science has even proven it. See, they've proven what Jesus was trying to tell us. Science and assimilation, the universe is pure thought. Quantum physics tells us that reality is not even what it seems. The holographic principle, it suggests that our universe is a projection of vast cosmic simulation. Quantum mechanics shows that the matter is an illusion held together by perception. The double slit experiment proves that reality changes when we observe it, meaning the physical world only exists because your consciousness shapes it. Everything we see, feel, and experience is conscious energy shaped by our minds. What are we talking about? We are talking about the illusion, the simulation, the holographic, and even how religion, science, spirituality, and all of that things have been teaching us the truth of our existence. So pay attention. I'll get to your comments in a moment. So, everything we feel, everything we see and experience is conscious energy shaped by mind. But whose mind? See, the true nature of God is beyond the name, beyond the form. See, we keep telling God that he's a he. We put God in some image, in some external image. God is in you and me and every one of us. Not one person is without God's creation within them. They cannot even exist. God has no name. By the way, God has no gender. God has no shape. Name is beyond form. God has no gender, no shape, and the source of all life is beyond comprehension. It's an energy that cannot be created or destroyed. And it is an energy that exists in each and every one of us, as we would not exist without that already existing energy. You are a spark of the divine. So it's beyond human limitations. Religion tries to define it, but how can we name something nameless? How can we assign a gender to infinite light, infinite love? The reality of God, the universe, and everything hidden, the truth, has always existed within the source of all life right there in front of us. It is not separate from us. It is not something to go seek outside of ourselves. It is us. You're it. It is the mind of the universe, the all-encompassing consciousness that breathes life into all things. You exist because this has already existed. Even Jesus stripped off religious distortions and taught this truth. He taught the kingdom of God is within. Jesus returned not flesh, but pure light. The world thinks it killed him. But what if the only thing that was destroyed was the skin suit, not the essence? The scriptures say he returned in flesh, but what if he returned in pure light, completely free from all of this simulation, to show that you yourself have that complete freedom as well? See, his message was not about worship him. His message was about waking up, and that the kingdom was within you. The entire purpose was to teach that we are not just this human body, not just flesh and blood. We are not just these bodies, and we are divine energy. And energy never dies. I learned that in my near-death discovery, they called it, seeing beyond the veil. How is it that I, someone here, the world never really truly listened to, not really big or huge or anything, but I go to hospice and yet return, not just return, but changed. Changed so much my own children did not recognize me. My own friends told me my eyes and everything were not the same. My energy shifted. My being had been rewritten. I saw beyond the illusion, and I came back knowing something undeniable was real. I learned that I was not my body, and I learned that the way out was to go through the depths of my souls and the things that was in the way and the shadows that I had believed to be real. It's the hard work. You know, I saw beyond the illusion. I'm not this body, just as you are not your. I'm not these bones, just as you are not these bones. I am pure energy, just as you are pure energy. And energy never dies. So what is the reality we cling to? A program, a dream, assimilation, or something that we are meant to transcend, escaping the narrative, to change the narrative. See, the real question is not whether we live in assimilation. The evidence is everywhere. You see, the real question is, why do we continue to play by the rules? If we are not just our bodies, if we know that we are separate from the source, we've never been separated from the source of all existence because we are a spark of that source. And if we know that the kingdom is within us, then why do we keep acting as though we are powerless? You know, Christ Buddha, all of these things left us a map. The mystics left us teachings. And science has finally caught up. You know, I'll get to all your questions in a second. So now I ask you this. Are you ready to wake up? Are you ready to exist? Are you ready to exit the chaotic system, the simulation, the matrix of the fallen mindset? Or are you going to keep playing the same role, locked in a game that never was meant to hold you forever? But the truth has always been simple, guys. You were never just human. You were never just meant to stay asleep. And you were always meant to remember who you are. Are you going to remember? Are you going to do the hard work? Are you going to recognize that you have always been pure mind, pure thought, and pure light? And it's only time to wake up. All right, let me get to all your comments. You got a ton of them going on here. Hello there, Astro. You're the best. Hello, Christian. Thank you very much. Well, Astro, you might be on the wrong page. You might want to go find something else. You might not be ready for this, man. And you might just be one of those ones that want to be stuck in a prison system for the rest of your life. It's okay. Not a big deal. There's lots of people like that out there. And there's lots of other YouTube channels to be checking out. So you might want to do that. Because I don't know if you've noticed, we don't pay attention to anything that's outside of not important. God is so deep. Okay, well, let's not be all weird here. Give you guys some time to think through your stuff. All right, there we go. Look at that. There's only a couple people still here. No, there's not. There's like 13 or whatever, but there's only a couple comments that we're still allowed left. Gotta like those trolls though, everybody, because guess what? You know, they make the channels build and it just gets it out there, and so then other people that actually are ready for all this can get there and be on here. Anyways, I don't know if any of you recognize it. Do come on this. It doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form. I'm already out. You're the one stuck in this thing. So negativity, it don't work. It's like a waste of time. And you're wasting your own energy. But anyways, much love and much peace, and make sure you do one thing towards your dreams every single day. Brings you one step closer. Make sure you recognize that you are valuable and you matter. And you're all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzle of the cosmos. Hang in there. Much love, y'all. Peace and love. All right.